Today, Shoshana Dugma lives in the Israeli town of El Yachin. She came to the country from Yemen in 1950, first settling in a refugee camp with her family. And she still remembers the morning, 66 years ago, when she went to feed her newborn at the camp's nursery and discovered she had vanished.
I breastfed her for a month or two at the camp's nursery where babies were kept. I breastfed her 3 times a day. I used to go around midnight, then return to our tent. One morning I went once again, but she wasn't in her bed. There were only nurses around. I asked them where my daughter was, but no one knew.
Activists and family members claim thousands of babies were stolen in the years after Israel became a country in 1948. They say hospitals were often complicit in giving them away to welfare officials, who would then have them adopted by Jewish families of Western origin. But official inquiries have found that most of the children whose cases were examined had died, as originally claimed. Gil Grunbaum spent the first half of his life as the son of European Holocaust survivors. He later discovered he was adopted. His biological mother, a Tunisian immigrant, said she'd been told her son had died at birth.
I couldn't understand how they didn't want to see their dead child, and there was no funeral. But they were naive, new immigrants. They didn't ask too many questions. They accepted things at face value, and that was the end of it.
Lawmaker Nurit Koren has formed a caucus to investigate these cases. The allegations have put the spotlight on intra-Jewish racism, with Jews of European origin traditionally held up as Israel's elite, and those from elsewhere alleging discrimination.
This subject is always on the daily agendas of families. It is children that were abducted, not objects. Today, what has changed is that it is legitimate for people to come forward and tell their story. Many people didn't appear before earlier investigation committees because they were afraid to tell their personal stories.
A commission of inquiry formed in 1995 rejected claims of baby theft. The materials pertaining to the cases remain classified for privacy reasons, but Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has expressed support for opening the files.